Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Golden Sun, the Broken Seal. In the last part, we competed in and won Colosso. It was amazing. Anyway, I forgot to mention in the last part that you don't actually have to beat Colosso. You can still lose and progress the story. You just get some very good rewards, so I'd highly recommend winning if you can. I've been waiting for you and your companions, Isaac. And I forgot the voice I did for him. I've been waiting here because I wanted to speak with you. It's hard to talk when you're so far away. Come over here. The battles at Colosso were spectacular. It was most rewarding to see Babi's favored warriors steal the day. Iodem, bring him the victor's prize. Yes, sir, right away. Isaac received the lure cap. Incidentally, Isaac, are you feeling better now? Yes, I am. Ah, the recuperative powers of youth, and after such fierce battles. Who could expect less from the warriors who rescued me? Enough with the flattery, let's get to the point. Oh, why were we summoned? Such insolence! Who do you think you are to speak to Babi so? Let it be, Iodem. There are other ways to judge a man. The size of his feet, for example. What is it you said you were called? I'm old and I forget things easily. He's talking to you, Garrett. That's right, Garrett. We shall explain all. We intended to thank you and your companions for saving Babi, Isaac. But it would seem that gratitude is not enough. I have disclosed everything to Iodem. What do you mean by everything? You do wish to know more about Lemuria, correct? Nah, I'm not curious in the slightest. You can't hide your interest from me. It is written on your faces. Well, maybe their faces. I have just seen Synergy for the first time. It is an amazing power. I used my cloak ball to show him Synergy. No one else could see it, but I knew Isaac's tournament was strange. Yeah, we didn't use Synergy to cheat, not at all. No, I just used it in the battles. I thought it unlikely that you would fight using such power. No need to be ashamed, Isaac. Synergy is also a warrior's power. When I first learned of your power, I was shocked. I thought you might be Lemurians. You have mentioned Lemuria many times, Babi. What is it? It is the city of an ancient people, lying far out at sea. Many years ago, about the time of the Great Flood, Babi went to Lemuria. I see. The Great Flood struck while I was traveling with Lunpa. Lunpa? You mean Lunpa the thief? I know it is hard to believe. It happened 100 years ago. You mean those rumors about you are true? Creighton once mentioned the Stone of Sages. Do you think that's what did it? Nope. Huh? Don't tell me you forgot about the Stone of Sages. Stone of Sages. No, I did not. I can't think of anything else that would let him live for so long. Oh, I don't know. How about that medicine we got for him? So you've even heard of the Stone of Sages. I'm afraid I don't have it. It is the drought of Lemuria that has allowed me to live for so long. Told you. The drought of Lemuria? It is a magical drought, once taken by those who lived in Lemuria. And just drinking stops you from aging? Is that what it does? It'd be more accurate to say it slows the aging process. There is death in Lemuria, but it only comes to those whose senses have failed from centuries of use. Do the people of Lemuria use Synergy like we do? You have that drought, Babi. That's why you've lived so long. And become wealthy enough to rule Tolby. What are you getting at? What is your purpose in making everyone study alchemy? I'm starting to wonder myself. What do you hope to gain, Babi? If I had attained true immortality, there would be no need for all this research. Yeah, but the odds of you getting trapped forever would jump to 100%. Not worth it. I'm not sure I understand. I had precious little drought, and now I am running out. You all saw it. There was but little left in the cave. How long will it last? And what will happen when it runs out? It will run out any day now, and when it does, my life is at its end. Why didn't you tell us sooner? We must hurry to Lemuria. It is pointless. What on earth do you mean, pointless? We cannot find Lemuria. But you just said it lies far out at sea. If we search the seas, we're sure to find it. I've sent so many ships in the past in search of Lemuria. This must have happened long before I joined you, but you still failed? I cannot keep a consistent voice for Iodine. I needed more Lemurian drought, but I couldn't find Lemuria. Why did you collapse in the cave if you still had more drought? I have been rationing it, but this time I waited too long between drinks. You were trying to make it last longer. I overexerted myself, trying to find Lemuria before it ran out. And your reason for calling us here has to do with Lemuria? Exactly. I want you to find Lemuria. I have not been able to locate Lemuria by sea, but perhaps by air. I can hide it no longer. I have built Babi Lighthouse to see if I can find Lemuria at sea. What? That's why you're building the lighthouse? I thought it was just to stroke your ego. No, there's more to it than that. We've spotted something in the ocean, southeast of the lighthouse. where Lemuria should be. Something dangerous, no doubt. What, monsters? We can handle them. That may be. However, something else troubles me more. What is it, my lord? No sailor has been able to keep his bearings at sea. You're kidding! You mean they can't even keep a straight course? Is there something that distorts distance, or direction, or something? The currents shift there, subtly changing a ship's direction. So the lighthouse will help the ships keep their bearings. So, how exactly did you get away from Lemuria after the flood, Babi? That is the thing, Garrett! I crossed the sea in a Lemurian ship. I am hoping you can sail it. But why us, when you have so many powerful soldiers at your disposal? None of them have the ability to use synergy. One must have synergy to sail this ship. Then why don't you sail it for them? Then that would mean that Babi is an adept, wouldn't it? I guess so, maybe, sure. That must be it. No normal person could use that cloak ball. I learned to use a little synergy during my stay in Lemuria. With what little I'd learned, I was able to guide the ship. In that case, perhaps, I could sail the ship? No, it must be an adept. What should we do, Isaac? Will you do what he wants? If you do, I will grant you whatever you wish. No, you shouldn't make vows you will later find you cannot keep. I haven't even considered my own wishes lately. In that case, I could provide you with a wealth of items you might like. Babi's offer is very generous. You will consider going, won't you? Yeah, sure, why not? Isaac, we have to beat Felix and the others to the lighthouse. The lighthouse? Do you mean Venus Lighthouse? Well then, our paths are intertwined. I, too, must go to Venus Lighthouse. But we cannot get to the top of Venus Lighthouse, can we? These adepts may be able to solve the riddle that blocks us. Ah, I see. The thought hadn't occurred to me. Isaac, you shall go to Venus Lighthouse with Iodem. Do not worry. You can take care of your own business first. I see. If they can solve the riddle of the lighthouse, then our own wishes will have been fulfilled. So, we can search for Lemuria after they complete their own quest. Is that acceptable? Yeah, sure, why not? Ah, you will undertake this quest. I am most grateful. In any case, you will need my assistance to reach the lighthouse. I'll make preparations so that I am ready to leave at any time. I take my leave now to make preparations. Then you can all meet at Gondawan Passage. That's a brilliant idea. You're so wonderful, Mr. Babi. Or Lord Babi. One more thing. I'd like you to think about a suitable reward. Yes, I will take care of that immediately as well. I shall be waiting for you at the passage. Excuse me. Your first task shall be the riddles of Venus Lighthouse. I am counting on you, Isaac. Alright, we're in control again. Woo! Isaac, is that cloak ball what you desire? Yes, it is. That cloak ball is very precious to me. I can't just give it away. But perhaps you could borrow it? Take it with you on your quest. Woo! Cloak ball! Alright, I forgot to look at that, lucky cap we got. It is a downgrade, but it does increase random battles, so it is useful if you wish to grind. I'm gonna go ahead and give the cloak orb to Ivan. I like to think that Ivan is able to make us invisible the same way Xavier did in that one of those X-Men movies, by just making it to where the people can't perceive us. That seems like a mind-related ability, and I think Ivan can pull it off. Alright, let's see. So my notes said to stop by the inn after Colosso ended. I think there might be something there for us. I'm gonna go double check that really quick like. Where is the inn again? Here it is. Let's see. Huh, Sean and Oranos are still here. I wonder if they have new things to say. Colosso has ended, but we still can't get across the Caragol. Maybe they'll row us home if we agree to help out again. I went to the port, but they said the ships aren't sailing, so I came back. We made it to Tolby with your help. Maybe we could make it back? You'd think you could get through the cave east of Gondawan Passage, but you can't. Not unless you can lift boulders at any rate. Yeah, I tried going to the eastern cave, but it's impossible to get through. It was just like the guards at the gate told us. Yeah, I thought there would be something at the inn for us, but I guess not. I wonder if we can run into that toll group that we made to sail the boat. He won't sail the ship even though we agreed to do whatever it takes? Correct. The ships cannot go out for any reason. What kind of person would refuse such an offer? You tell the captain again that he needs to set sail tomorrow. Interesting. Hey, what's this? Uh-oh. I didn't find anything. I was just doing some work I had to do. It's rude to startle people. And she hid it in the thing. Ooh, a lucky medal. Neat. You know what? I'm gonna head back into this room and see if I can talk to these people. Once this guy gets mad, there's nothing controlling him. The crew is saying that if we all row, the ship can depart. My husband's pretty mad about it. What a scam. Why won't they let the ship sail out after Colosso? You're saying if we row, we can set sail? That's a joke. It's not funny. Making passengers row their own cruise ship is unprecedented. I wonder if this really is the best room in the place. I'm sick of staying at this miserable inn. I'm willing to pay extra if I can stay at Babi Palace. Toby gets so boring once the festival ends, and I want to go home. If Mom had just bought me some souvenirs, this would be more fun. Alright, yeah, I thought there was going to be something extra going on at the inn here, but I guess not. I think I wrote that in my notes because I thought Sheba was going to be here, but she isn't. Anyway, for now, we actually have a side quest we can undertake. They mentioned that we can get through a passage that's east of Tolby, just south of the Cargill Sea, if we can lift boulders. And yeah, we can lift boulders. The Gondowan Cave. Oh yeah, we can totally lift that. Oh, excuse me. Yay, level ups! Yeah, so we can lift that boulder, but there's no getting through that, so we'll have to go around. Oof. And I've been trying to write some scripts for some new stuff, but I just get writer's block every single time I sit down to actually write something. It's maddening. Just like these kobolds, wasting their entire turn healing. They honestly get to cheat the same way the AI gets to cheat in the Dragon Quest series. They get to make their decisions on the spot, whereas we have to make all of our decisions at the start of the turn. So the only way we're going to heal up damage that we take in the middle of a turn is if we predict that we're going to take damage and have one of our slower characters heal everyone up. Yeah. That's one advantage to having the AI control your party members in the Dragon Quest series. But at the same time, the AI is also really stupid. So it's not really worth it. But it does make it easier to, it does make battles go a little bit faster when you only have to make decisions for one party member as opposed to 3. But still. Oh, that was neat and vicious. Neat and vicious. What a nice combination. And Garrett got a one-hit KO thanks to Mortal Danger. Yay! Hooray for violence. And a lucky medal. And then there's a chest up there too, so I'm gonna head to the left and open that up. An apple! I'm gonna use that. Wait, Garrett has it. Sorry, don't know what I was thinking. Alright, is in. Whoosh! Yeah, see? Easy peasy. If you got Synergy, there is no obstacle you can't overcome. And that is Calais right there. Yeah, I kind of enjoy the fact that they make it seem like you can't backtrack at all, but in reality you actually do have to backtrack. and these enemies are just so weak. You'd think that we'd only be encountering tougher enemies, but nope. Backtracking, you still run into the same weak enemies. Although I guess that's a good thing, just in case you need to grind. Anyway, the West Lunpa Cave. You have to have frost to be able to even enter the city, which is why it wasn't any good to come here right after getting Ivan. And we're in Lunpa proper, and my initial plan was to end off there, but I decided to merge this with the early part of the next part, which I had difficulty recording. Have you been in Lunpa long? No. Oh, so you're a new member of Dodonpa's gang. No, sorry, I should not be so aggressive about that. I doubt anyone could enter Lunpa with all this tight security. But seriously, I am sick and tired of something interrupting my recording. If it's not the computer crashing, it's something else happening that I have absolutely no control over. I think that thief Dodonpa is a terrible man, but it's not fair to blame the Lunpans for it. They need our care too. We can't leave Lunpa, not when Dodonpa's men are watching like that. Yeah, that's a misconception I've made before. With Fire Emblem Fates, I assumed all the Norians were horrible because the King Garen was horrible. Do you want to see Donpa? Yes, I do. Donpa is in the fortress. You'll have to go there if you want to see him. But the security at the fortress is very tight. The fortress is guarded all day long. No one outside the fortress can get in to see Donpa. So I'll do my best to make sure everything is nice and upbeat, but seriously, no. They bought a lot of stock, which is why they're holding up, but I still feel bad for them and all the lost business. I bought a lot of stock, but I'm already running out. Well, maybe I can sell you some stuff. Let's see, do I have any junk I want to get rid of? Well, I don't need the lure caps, I'll just get rid of it. And this herb is completely useless. And so is that sleep bomb. And these gauntlets. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Alright, Donpa has no idea what Dodonpa is doing. The village would change if Donpa heard about Dodonpa's evil deeds. Dodonpa keeps Donpa hidden away in the fortress so that he won't find out about all the evil things Dodonpa has been up to. I guess that's a plan. My late grandfather traveled the continent with Lunpa. He would be very sad to see the things Dodonpa is doing now. Lunpa used to be a good place, but not anymore. We may live in Lunpa, but we'll never work for Dodonpa. They keep pushing us to work for Dodonpa. I can't stand it. Yeah, but basically like that. Just because Garen was the king doesn't mean he reflected the ideas and values of everyone in his country. The chef from the inn has been delivering meals to the fortress lately. He says security is very tight, even inside the fortress. The chef said the fortress is so scary, he never wants to go back. Well, that doesn't sound good. You want to sleep at my place? Yes, I do. You must be kidding. Go rest in your own home. I just have to hang in there. I'm not closing my inn till the village is free. Well, if you're not going to accept customers, then you're not going to do a very good job. Dodonpa made a pretty penny for himself by capturing Hammet, but he doesn't care about what happens to us villagers at all. Dodonpa doesn't care about anyone but himself. That's why he does this. Do you want to hear about how I delivered meals to the fortress? I was blindfolded and guided along a cool path. I walked for a while. I heard my footsteps echoing, so it must have been underground. Do you think he embellishes that story every time he tells it? I feel bad for that poor man they've got locked up in the dungeon. It doesn't matter how much we clean or wait for customers. No one will come. At this rate, I'll be fired before I know it. Well, unless this place turns into a brothel. Alright, let's talk to you, old man. The righteous thief Lunpa and his son, Donpa, they were great men. Dodonpa can do his evil deeds, but how can he live like this? If he makes any money, he should pass it around to us poor villagers. Well, in a capitalist society, that's the idea, but it never works out that way. The fortress was built during Donpa's rule. He built his fortress so well, not even an ant could sneak in. The fortress was built so its guards could see every corner. Challenge accepted. The inn's chef is the only one in town who can enter the fortress. After the caravan of merchants was captured, that was when they ordered the chef inside the fortress. It seems like a long way to walk just to have him deliver a meal. Why not just package something like a sandwich and bring it to him? We've had no freedom ever since the caravan came to the village. We can't leave the village, and no one is allowed in. I hate it. It sure was strange of Hammet to come here just to get caught. Yeah, he should have had a plan, like a bribe or something. Lunpa was caught in the Great Flood while traveling with someone named Babi. What kind of name is Babi, anyway? The weird kind of name you encounter in fantasy games. Lunpa passed away long ago when the world was hit by a huge flood. Lunpa had gone south, and he was never seen or heard from again. I know that's not what it says, but I want to go with it. They say the flood claimed many lives all across the continent. Alright, I'll sell you as much armor as you like once the village is reopened. I should have bought more stock while I had the chance. Wait, the item shop lady said you had plenty! The village is sealed, so we can't buy or sell anything. Dodonpa doesn't care about my business. I'll have to close the shop soon if things don't change. Well, if you have no one to sell to and no stock to sell, why do you come to work every day? If you're running your own business, you're not getting paid to be there. Is it true that Dodonpa kidnapped Hammet and extorted ransom for him? Yes, it is. And I guess Dodonpa's men were telling the truth. Once they get the ransom, they'll set the hostages free, no matter what. But the merchant caravan hasn't left yet. What's going on? Donpa is too old to lead, so his men do whatever Dodonpa says. Lunpa died when Donpa was still young. It made Donpa a lonely man. They say that's why he spoiled Dodonpa so much. What a mistake that was. I love saying the name Dodonpa, though. Tien had a Ki Blast attack named Dodonpa in the Dragon Ball Z fighting game, and it's just fun to say that. And I love that reveals where hidden items are, too. They never tell you that aspect, or that effect of reveal, and it's awesome, and I love it. Plus, it makes perfect sense, too. Oh, right, I should have been talking about that. In order to cross over, you need to use reveal to reveal that puddle that's hidden under that rock, and then freeze it while reveal is still active and climb the ladder. Reveal does have a short amount of time that it's active for, so if you aren't careful, it'll wear off before you're across. So that's actually a somewhat tricky timing puzzle. Let's see, we got lots of goodies in here, and some not so good goodies. Hey, and Lucky Metal, I'll be able to play in the Lucky Spring more. It's fortunate we'll have to head back through Tolby then. Alright, anyway, Let's grab that nut, and then we'll head into the fortress. But we'll have to save that for next time. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and call that an episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all then. Spaced Oyster, signing out.